Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about skincare extras like chemical exfoliants and masks. So this is part of the more advanced skincare. So these are things that can slip into your normal skincare routine but are technically like a little bit harder to understand, I think, some of them, than the rest of the regular skincare. So these are really good steps if you want to add a little bit more to your skincare. Chemical exfoliants can be really cool. They sound kind of terrifying, but they actually can be really good. So I'm going to start off with something that's a little bit easier, so it's like a nice step into the extras, which is sheet masks. So sheet masks don't have to be that scary. They're really easy to put on in general. I'm not going to open them now because I'm just about to put my makeup on. But if you try and do the forehead first and the eyes and then pull it really nice and firmly around your chin, you'll avoid looking like the people who look like they're peeling off from the edges. So a lot of the time when people put sheet masks on, they're just not very good at it a lot of the time. So like, practice makes perfect. If you find that your sheet mask doesn't really fit that well, you may also need to change brand. Some of them have larger eye holes, some of them have larger nose sections. Obviously I have like quite a big nose, it's quite tall. So when I use my sheet masks, I find that they do a tint motion, which means that they are touching the top here and then only coming back to touch here. So I just usually cut a little section there without chopping my eyes out, obviously, so that I can lay the mask down flat. So a couple of little cuts makes a huge difference. But sheet masking is an excellent way to add extra step into your skincare routine without being too scary. So your sheet masks always do something pretty specific. So this one is a propolis and bee venom, which is from Skin Food. So this one is going to moisturize your skin. So the propolis is a really great moisturizing ingredient. So if I had very dry skin, I would choose something like that. I think this one's also moisturizing as well. This is an MNMF solution cream mask. This is a high moisturizing sheet mask. So again, this is going to really heavily moisturize my skin. Now, when you want to do sheet masks, you want to remove your makeup and cleanse your skin first because you always need a good base. And I like to apply my sheet masks right after cleaning my skin. However, you can apply them pretty much at any other step before your cream. So you can put your toners on and then put a sheet mask on. Toners and serums and essences and then put a sheet mask on. Just as long as you haven't done your creams, I probably wouldn't do a sheet mask after I've done a cream. A really great thing to do as well is to put oils on before you put your sheet mask on. Because of the pressure on a sheet mask onto your skin, it'll help the oils absorb quickly into your skin too. Sheet masks are not designed to be washed off unless they specifically say so on the back. So if your ones like mine at the moment do not have any English on the back and you're speaking English, then you will need to just look the mask up. So if you just Google the name of the mask, it'll probably come up with some instructions. So if you're unsure, read the instructions on the back or online before you use them. But generally they are not designed to be washed off, so you just simply peel the mask off and then pat the rest into your skin. So try not to rub, just nicely pat, gently pat, and that will absorb the rest of the sheet mask into your skin. So it's a really easy way to get an extra boost to your skincare. You can get moisturizing masks like I showed you, skin brightening or whitening masks. Remember, the whitening does not mean that you're going to bleach your skin. It is simply going to brighten up your complexion. You can get masks that are designed to detox your skin, which are like charcoal masks. You can get masks for acne as well. You can get pretty much masks for anything. They are really fun to use. However, they are not super environmentally friendly, which is why I don't reuse them that much. They are a one-use thing. You can't really use them again, although there may be some essence remaining in the bottom of the sheet mask. You can tip that out and reuse that if you want to. Just make sure you don't keep it around for too long because they are not designed to be open for long. They do not have the amount of preservatives that you would imagine. So in that instance, they are not super environmentally friendly, being a one-use thing. So I try to keep my use with these to a minimum. The next nice and easy one is an overnight mask. So this falls under the mask category as well. You also have wash-off masks or peel-off masks, none of which I have at the moment because I don't find that great for my skin. A wash-off mask would go after you cleanse your face before you do any of the rest of your skincare. You don't want to wash off your other skincare, right? So you do the wash off and the peel off masks before the rest of your skincare. A wash off mask would be a like clay mask or something that is wet and usually comes in a tub. Again, don't have any at the moment. Those go on your face for a certain amount of time, read the instructions, and then you wash them off. A peel off mask is usually in a tub, so something that you can squeeze because they are generally a very sticky consistency. These again go on your skin after you cleanse it, before you do the rest of your skincare routine because you're going to be peeling it off. You don't want to peel off your skincare, right? So do it before you do your toners and all of that. Peel off masks can be really great. but I would caution you against using like peel off nose strips. Although they may seem effective, basically you're peeling out blackheads, or maybe not even blackheads but sebaceous filaments, which are just the darkening of the oil inside the glands. When you leave a space, you cannot close your pores. It is a myth that you can open and close pores. It does not exist. There is scientific evidence your pores do not close. They don't. So when you peel the mask off, you leave a gap where that blackhead was. It's going to be filled. If it's not with another blackhead, it's going to be filled with oil, sebaceous filaments, or it's going to be filled with dirt. And if you do it too many times, the pore is going to be extended. So think about excess trauma to the skin. You're going to end up with wider pores. You're better to use an oil cleanser to help get the blackheads out of your skin naturally, rather than using a peel-off mask. I personally don't like them. Those are my reasons for saying so. Then you have overnight masks. Now these are overnight, so they are designed to go on your skin after all of your other skincare before you go to sleep. You can use these over the top of your regular cream, although I wouldn't use another occlusive cream. So these are the 3 creams from my last video. I would not use the Vanilla Co cream underneath another overnight mask because I already consider that an overnight mask, but you could use a thick cream, so you could use the Fresh Herb Origin cream underneath. That would be super nice and super moisturizing. Your overnight masks are designed to go on as your very last step before you go to sleep. I like to put them on and leave them on for a couple of hours before I actually go to sleep because I feel like they don't absorb very quickly into the skin, but these are generally very nourishing and really, really great for your skin. They do have occlusive properties in general, which means that they help retain the moisture into your skin. So these are another great add-on if you're wanting something, say you wake up in the morning and your skin is always really dry and really tight. An overnight cream or just a cream that is an occlusive cream are fantastic options, and that is what I would recommend if you have that particular skin problem. The last thing I wanted to touch on are chemical exfoliants, and it's going to be a really quick run through because there are so many chemical exfoliants for different things. It's just too hard to recommend everything. So your first chemical exfoliant is a BHA, which I don't have any. Those are beta hydroxy acids. I think of BHAs as below, so they work underneath the skin layer. BHAs are really good for blackheads and anything that is underneath the skin. So they are designed to bring things up and out. So if you think about your blackheads or your acne, if you are acne prone, BHAs are great. Probably the most famous BHA would be salicylic acid. The second type would be an AHA, which is something like this. This is the Cosrx AHA Whitehead Power Liquid. AHAs are designed to be above. So this means that they work on the top layer of your skin rather than going underneath the layer of the skin. These are fantastic for textural issues if you feel like your skin is really bumpy and you want to smooth it out, as well as brightening things like your scarring, because those are sitting on top of the skin. So this one is glycolic acid, and I need to get my layering out because I can't remember if the molecule of this one is bigger or smaller and it's more irritating. I can't actually remember, so bad. You also have lactic acid, so as seen in Sunday Riley's Good Genes. There are also quite a few other ones like mandelic acid as well, which I think mandelic acid is the most gentle and glycolic is the most harsh, not sure. These ones need to be used at night because they will make your skin super sensitive to the sun. However, that does not mean that the next day the sun sensitivity is gone. It will stay for about 3 days. So if you use a chemical exfoliant, remember to wear sunscreen for at least the next 3 days. If you are continuously using chemical exfoliants, you need to continuously wear your sunscreen. No exceptions. The other one that I have here at the moment is azelaic acid, and this is in the form of Asclear. This one is 20% azelaic acid, and I find that azelaic acid works really, really well for my skin. This is just another form of AHA. And the last one, but probably one of the more popular ones, is a vitamin C serum. So this one is the Tem My Signature Sea Source Vitamin C Serum. These ones can be used in the morning. You should not use multiple chemical exfoliants at the same time. So if you want to use a BHA in the morning, AHA at night, or a vitamin C in the morning, an AHA or a BHA at night. You shouldn't be mixing the two because you just don't know what's going to happen. Too much exfoliation. Vitamin C's are really great for brightening overall skin appearance and fading hyperpigmentation and scarring. So that is definitely something that I would recommend if you have hyperpigmentation and scarring that you want to fade and overall brighten the appearance of your skin. It is so important that you do not overuse chemical exfoliants. If you use them too much, your skin can end up feeling super thin. It can feel dry and tight, leading to dehydration of the skin, which means that your skin can start producing excess oil. If you start feeling any of those symptoms, you probably have overexfoliation. please stop. Just let your skin rest for like a week, and then you can slowly get yourself back into it. If it is your first time using chemical exfoliants, start off slow. 1 time per week. Next week, 2 times. Next week, maybe 3. Build it up slowly depending on your skin's tolerance, and think about your skin and listen to it. See when it changes, notice when things happen, because I can't give you all of the answers. It's up to you to look at your skin and determine your own needs and what's happening to it. So I couldn't say, you've got skin texture issues, you need to use an AHA 4 times a week. It doesn't work like that. Your skin may be slightly more sensitive and you can only use it 3 times per week. You may not like glycolic acid, you need to use lactic. It's all trial and error. There is no solid one answer for literally everybody. So I hope that helped out at least a little bit. This is all very basic, beginner, and I didn't want to make it too long, so I did whiz through a lot of that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Please remember that I'm not a dermatologist and I'm not a cosmetologist. I'm not qualified to actually give you proper skincare advice, just being honest. However, this is all based on my own personal experience over the past 6 years dealing with my skin and its issues. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any other requests for like a basic skincare guides, then just let me know and I'll do my best to do them for you too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!